Hey, hello, hello. See if this is working. Yes, it looks like it is. Sweetness. Hey, Jen, how are you? See if this is working. Yes, looks like it is. Sweetness. Hey, Jen, how are you? Yes, actually, I do. That would be awesome. Hello, Shannon D. How are you? Hey, Jen, how are you? Yes, actually, I do. That would be awesome. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. I lost contact for a second there. Hello, Carla. Kelly and Callie. Oh, we have two Carlas. We have Carla Vorel and Carla Amundsen. Hello, hello, hello. Click on your name and add you as mid. Ooh, I can't do that from my phone. Shoot. I'm gonna have to start up the computer. Karina's Cool Creations. Hello, hello. Shawana. How are you? Crafting with Beautiful Chaos. Hello, hello. Marissa. Hey. How's it going? Crystal's Crafty Creations. Hello, hello. I'm so excited. Rhonda! Hey! How's it going? Hello, Donna. Yeah, but as I was saying, I'm so excited. It's been a while since I've done a live. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. Thank you, Yvonne. It's nice to meet you too. I know it's been so long, Marissa. I'm so sorry. I missed you too, Rhonda. Actually, Rhonda, one of your videos I really liked about how you showed how to make the box for like your extra drills. I actually bought the supplies, but I've not been able to start the project yet. Carlos's lives are my favorite. They're awesome. I was doing them pretty regularly on Saturday nights. And then I ended up going back to school for like the first time in 26 years. I'm actually in school. I had a week off, I think like two weeks ago, and it was nice because I got to do you know the stuff around the house. I got to catch up with some old friends, and it was just like, oh, I needed that break. Sorry, I have technical difficulties here. And my phone decided to take a nap. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, if I have any questions, I'll get a hold of you. Thank you for offering. On my way home, so I'll be listening. Will you drive safe? Shannon. Diamond Art Addiction says, I will be here for the full live. Okay. Cool, sweet. Actually, you're after me, aren't you? Are you the next one? Hi, Caroline! Awesome job! You did so good, sweetheart. Carlos says, I love school the second time around. Actually, it's online. I'm doing online classes, and I like it. I do. And the first quarter, I guess, out of my 4 classes, I've gotten 3 A's and 1 B. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, Diamond Art Addiction says, yes, I am the next and the last live for the DP-thon. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hi, Tia! Oh, you guys are so awesome. That's the one thing I really, really like about this group, is that everybody is so gracious. I mean, if you have any questions, they're more than willing to help. I remember my first live, I was so nervous. I just did it like as a test. And everyone was so nice and so helpful. Sometimes I get really bad anxiety. And there were a few times when I'd start one of my lives where I would be so nervous. It was like I didn't know if I was going to have to run to the restroom and vomit. You know what I mean? One of those things. So sometimes when I get really nervous too, I get like brain dead. Like I can't think. I'll be in the middle of telling a story and then I forget where I was. So that happens. I know one of the medications that I'm on, they said that it can cause that. So it affects your ability to focus. So I blame it on my medicine. Laura's Lawcraft Corner. Hey, how are you? Please. I wanted to type this in the last in Cal's live. But I couldn't because I was on my little tablet and it was just difficult to type. I wanted to tell you, definitely get that checked out tonight. Please don't go to bed. And if that thing bleeds open again while you're sleeping, I'm worried about you, honey. You need to get that checked. Oh, my phone took a nap again. No, you're not allowed to take a nap. It's either the illness or the meds. You know what, Carla? Actually, I mean, I've been diagnosed as with depression since I was in my early 20s. Shortly after I got married, my ex-husband and I found out that he had cancer. So it was like less than 3 months after we had gotten married. And it was bad. I mean, it was, he had a lot of problems, and, you know, things got okay. I just remember at one point, he was in the hospital, my mother was in the hospital, and my mom passed away, while my then husband was in the hospital. So I had to do, like, all the funeral preparations, I had to take care of that, you know, help my dad with that, and it's like I felt like I had no one to lean on. You know what I mean? So, I know it was probably a year after my mom passed away that, I don't know, I was just like, it's like I couldn't keep my emotions in check. One minute I'd be happy, everything's fine, everything's great. I'd watch a movie on TV that would just anger me, and then it was like, boom, I was in a rage. And I thought, you know what, this isn't right. We need to find out what's going on here. So I had went to see the doctor, and she said, yeah, it's depression. She says, you may have a little bit of an anxiety disorder. And I'm like, okay, you know. So I've taken antidepressants for years. And then, about three years ago, I think it was, I had an accident at work. I fell. I tripped over a pallet, and which resulted in me having a herniated disc that was pressing on a nerve. So I've had 2 surgeries to try to repair that. All I've done is microdiscectomies. They tell me that I'm too young for them to do any type of fusion. So basically, I'm told that it's not going to get any better. Even though I have lots of pain still, they actually did, they implanted a pain pump that has some medicine in it. And that's the medicine that actually affects my balance and my motion, or ability to focus, sorry. But yeah, it's that medicine. So, and since, since, my ex-husband and I divorced, it seems like I've been finding it harder to like control my emotions. And then my dog passed away in November, so that brought back all of the anger, frustration, sadness that I had when I was going through the divorce. So I finally I sought help, and I've gotten that under control. So everything's good. I'll light on here. Hello, that Lotus DPSB. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure how I felt about it because everything seems so muted. Everything seems like pastel-y colors. And I thought maybe it's hard to differentiate the actual dragonfly. There's a dragonfly down. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see here. There's a dragonfly like in here. I'm about halfway done with it. Oh, Laura says, miss you so much. How's school? School's great. It was going really, really well. Up until my last, I had, I think, 3 classes. My 4th class was information literacy. It was basically learning PowerPoint on the computer, Excel, Microsoft Word, and I think that was it. I've had experience with Microsoft Word, but I've never had any type of Excel training. I didn't have PowerPoint. I didn't even know what PowerPoint was. So everything was great. My first 3 classes I got A's. My final class for my project, I had to submit a PowerPoint presentation. So I did my presentation. It took me like 2 hours to do it. I was really happy with how it turned out. And I submit it, and it says, your item has been submitted, blah, 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 blah. Please wait for, like the response from the teacher. And so the class ended Tuesday at midnight. And then I guess the teachers just don't have to actually grade anything until Thursday. So on Thursday, I noticed that I got this response from my instructor saying that I got an F on that project because nothing was submitted. Thinking, what do you mean nothing was submitted? So I freaked out, and I'm looking on my computer. It turns out, somehow, some way, I don't understand how I did it, but the template that I was supposed to use got named with my file name for my completed project. And my completed project said that it was the template. So I was so frustrated. Somehow I got things named wrong, and he said that had it not been the very last class or the last assignment of the class, he would have been able to let me turn it in late or something like that. But I had to take an F, and I was doing so well. Everything else that I had gotten in that class was all A's, so it resulted in a B+. So that's my story about my one class. It freaked me out because it's like, no, I know I submitted that, but unfortunately it was user error. And technology and me do not get along, so anything computer related, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. If you would have told me, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, that one day I'd actually be filming myself for a craft or anything, I'd have told you were nuts. Oh no, Jennifer, you've been struggling with a migraine since lunch. So listening. Oh, I hope it gets better for you. Migraines suck. Sorry, I'm going back through these messages. My phone likes to just shut off on me. Laura says, I know, thank you. Keeping a close eye on it. And Bob is here with his first aid and training. Nice. Awesome. So glad to hear that, Laura. Yes, Carla, my doctor said that I was too young for them to do any type of fusion. So basically, I have to be on this pain medicine, which doesn't help completely, but it alleviates the majority of the pain that I was getting down my leg. So I'm supposed to keep on trucking until the pain gets so bad that they actually have to go in and do the fusion. And hopefully I'm old enough at that point. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. I've missed you too. Cindy says she loves dragonflies. You know what? I actually recently have found that they're gorgeous. And I like them. I like paintings of them. But when they're flying near me, they still kind of freak me out a little bit. Rhonda says she loves Excel. Oh, good, because I'm sure you're pretty good with it, because I was wondering, there was something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to like get all my diamond paintings organized, and I thought, you know, maybe somehow, some way I can do that on Excel. So I might be coming to you with questions if you don't mind, Rhonda. Caroline says migraine is pants. I'm sorry, Jen. I don't mean to laugh. It's not at you. I love that. I love that term, pants. It's amazing. And those of you that don't know, Cal's from England, and I guess it's one of their like sayings is that if something is terrible, it's pants. So like if you had a bad day at work, oh, work was just pants today. At least that's how I imagine that it would be said. Jen says, I love your notifications that come across your stream. I've got notificate. Are you serious? What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. Oh, no. Jen says, I'll be listening and DPing. Okay, cool. Odd But Nice says, I'm gonna watch your latest videos after the DP-a-thon. Okay, that's fine. I don't have very many. Actually, oh, you guys are gonna laugh. You're totally gonna laugh at me. So, okay, in January, I got contacted by this company that asked me if I would do a review video on their product, and I'm like, sure, you know, okay, send it to me. So that happened in January. February, they finally sent it, you know, they actually got it in the mail. And then I was tracking it early March. It said that it arrived, it said that it arrived at my doorstep or front door or something like that. So I'm like, what? So I go out looking, thinking, okay, I got mail, and there's nothing. So I went back in and I tracked the package. I live in Pennsylvania, and the package that they sent was sent to somewhere in like China Grove, North Carolina. And then it was actually sent to somebody else. So I get back to the company and said, I think something's wrong. This is saying that it was sent to this person at this address, and it was supposed to come to me. Oh, sorry for the mistake. We'll get you out a new one. Okay, cool. So I'm waiting and waiting. Finally, I checked the package, or checked the tracking, and it said that it was delivered at my front door. And I'm like, what? So this time I go in and I look at the actual history, the tracking history, and see that it went again to North Carolina. So I contacted the woman yet again and said, look, I don't know if this is some kind of joke. I don't know if you guys are just, trying to play with my emotions here. I said, but yeah, 2 packages, wrong addresses. So I talked to a different woman, and she said, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, if you're still willing to do it, we'll send it out to you. And I'm like, okay, but I have school, and school comes, priority over diamond painting for now. She's like, okay, yeah, just, whenever you get it, whenever you have time, just make sure that you do the video. Okay. So finally did get it, and I did my video, and I didn't notice at first, but when I opened the canvas, the drill chart and the like symbols and stuff that they had on the part of the canvas didn't match. Like, my drill chart said that I had an X, a Y, and something else. Meanwhile, there is nothing on my canvas that has any of those letters. But yet, on my canvas, it said that I had a T. My drill chart shows no T. And then I look closer, some of the colors that are in the canvas don't match the chart either. Like, A was supposed to be pink according to the chart, but on the canvas it was actually green. So yet again, I have to contact the company. So I just put that on hold. I stuck it back in the bag and I wrote horrible on it, so hopefully I don't come across it again and forget about it. Cindy B says, tornado warning, I'm taking you down in the basement with me. Oh, honey, be careful. Please be careful. Creative Mayhems. Oh, I miss listening to you. Thank you. I'm just rambling on. I'm still so stinking nervous. Let me think. I know that I am supposed to talk about my charity, and I didn't post anything because I didn't know what I was gonna do. I don't know, I just didn't know what to do, but I think I'll do the same charity that I did before. It's the Animal Protectors of Allegheny Valley. I know on my little video thing that I had posted, in the information section, I listed the name of the charity. I also listed the address, and I think there's an address for like a donation form. So if you feel motivated and you want to donate, you can find all the information there. As I said, I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't have anything set up easily for you to access, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, that's why I had a 17-second video listed. Because, yeah. Because I'm mean, that's how I'd roll. No, just kidding. So, my charity, like I said, is the Animal Protectors of Allegheny Valley, and it's the closest non-kill animal shelter to me. In fact, where they are now is probably about 2 blocks away from me. And I noticed that they have been building a newer, I guess whole new shelter. And I've been seeing signs for it. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then I just found out the other day that it is right near this little church, in this area where I sometimes walk Mickey. So, because I had seen the dirt flying and the machines going, but I didn't know what it was all about. So I found that out. And I thought, that's so cool. Because right now they're in a house. I've never been inside. They've always come outside to talk to me, whenever I stop by there. But, it's like a house. And it just seems really odd that an animal shelter would be there. But I guess they're going to be having a lot more room, which is great. That's awesome for them. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, my phone went off again. Oh, bear with me. I'm sorry. I know I seem like such an airhead, but that's okay. Daily Crafted! Oh my gosh! Nice! Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, this is like old times. I love it. That's okay, honey. You work and lurk. Rhonda says I'm waiting for my laptop to configure and update, so I'm stuck on my phone. That was me earlier. I have this little Chrome tablet thingy, and I was on that because my phone decided that it, just wasn't going to have charge anymore and it's just going to die. So I had to plug the phone in. I'm using that, and it was just like, ugh. And it's funny because I'm using my old cell phone. I'm using my old cell phone to keep up with chat and everything. And then I have a new cell phone that I'm recording from. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Yes, that's the link. And what I think is so great about the shelter is they're no kill. That makes me feel better to support. Knowing that they're going to make sure that each and every one of those animals that's there is going to get a home and not be put down. So, I understand why it happens, but I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Mickey in my life. Mickey's my little dog. He is, what my vet has said is a Chihuahua mix. And what exactly he's mixed with, well, he's not 100% certain. He said it could be almost any small breed of dog. But I'm kind of thinking he's got a little bit of Pomeranian in him, because like his head, where his head and his neck meet, his fur fans out like almost like a lion's mane there. Or at least that's what it reminds me of, the lion's mane. And it's so cute because like when he gets all excited and wound up. Sorry. When he gets excited and wound up, that just like sticks out. And it's so cute. And then he puffs his little chest out like he's the man. But I've had Mickey since it was either late November, early December. I went a week without my Gabriel. Gabriel was my mini dachshund that I had before Mickey. I had him for 16 years, and he passed away. So I was lost without a companion. I live alone, and I would find myself getting ready to talk to Gabriel, and it's like, wait, he's not here anymore. And I was like lost for a week, and I thought, I can't do this. I need something here to talk to. So I looked around, and every time I went online, and every time I'd find a dog that I was comfortable with, interested in, he's gone. Somebody's already taken him. I'm like, okay. So finally I found Mickey, and he and I have become buddies. his owner passed away. My little doggy passed away, so we both got to mourn together. So he's my little buddy. I think he's taking a nap. He's taking a nap on his toy. So cute. Yes, so I'm definitely an animal lover. Always have been since I was little. Animals, just, I've always been drawn to animals, and it seems like they are drawn to me too. Never really had any problem with dogs. So cats, no, I've not really had a problem with cats either. They just seem more aloof. Like, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment. What time is it? It's 5:30. So if we have any other creators out there, if you wouldn't mind posting some emojis, and let us know who you are. And we can grow this community even more. I mean, it's a wonderful community. I love it. I am typically a very, very shy person. So I don't know, it's just great. It's great that we have this medium that we can make friends, we can talk, we can DP together. And I love it. And I love the fact that everybody is so sweet, so nice, so willing to offer help. You know, if you ever have any questions, don't be afraid to ask anybody. Definitely, if we have an answer, we will get that for you. Okay, looks like we've got Diamond Art Addiction, who once again is after me. Oh, we have Tia changed her name. Nice. Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction with her Santa Clauses. Laura's Law Craft Corner. We have Rhonda LeMay. Diamond Painting with Orchid. Caroline Withington. Hey, Caroline. We have Dearly Crafted. Mindy's Diamond Moment. Marissa McCartney. Are those ghosts? Oh my gosh, that's too cute. Ghost in a pumpkin. We've Creative Mayhem with our little poodles. We've Cindy's Traveling Crafts. And Cindy, let me just tell you, when Tia had called you Cindy's Traveling Pants, every time I read your name, I think of that. And I think the culprit is that movie. I think it's a movie and books about the traveling pants, about those girls that one goes to like Greece and they're all best friends. So I immediately think of that. Diamond Art Addiction says, I love supporting and sharing with this channel. This community has blown my mind with their kindness. Absolutely, 100%. DP Addiction Adventures with Jennifer says, don't forget to smash that like button. Please do, I really appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Soulful Brush says, good traveling to Georgetown, Colorado. Sweet. I've never been there. I think, was it the news? Something I was watching recently said that like Colorado is the place to live because they don't have like what's it called, like air pollution, like smog, that it's more prone for you to become active, whether or not you're actually participating in the winter sports that they have, skiing and such. And I forget what the third reason was. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. We have Rachel Ray. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? How's school going? Amy Davis says she's a professional viewer. I love it. That's awesome. Rhonda, what's funny is I rarely watch regular TV anymore, too. I find myself more apt to just put on YouTube, or actually even just put on my stereo and just jam out to some music. That's it, Cindy's. That's it. Sisters Traveling Pants. Yeah, there was something. Diamond Addiction says, sharing with other channels, I meant. I can't type worth beans. It's the squirrel, I tell ya. Hopefully I'm more together for my live. I'm so nervous. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll have all of us here for you to help you out, so... He says, thank you, Sherry. That's it. But it was a mind fart. I have those quite often, so I know exactly what you mean. Laura says, what? Teaching, oh, thank you, Laura. Teaching is good. The only thing keeping me together right now. Aww. Diamond's Art Addiction says, thank you all. I love going live, but this is for charity, so I'm nervous. Just think of it as you're having, kind of like a, what's that thing called? Oh, I can't think of the word. FaceTime. Yeah, like you're having FaceTime with an old friend that you haven't seen in a while. That's kind of what, the mind frame that I have to get myself into. Like, it's the most sweetest, nicest friend that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm catching them up. And that seems to help with the nerves for me. So, guess what? I have not even put one diamond down. I've been just jabberjawing. So I'm going to at least put a few here, so that way we can say that I did some work. If, my supplies want to work with me here. There we go. Once again, it's probably your user error. Oh, let me tell you guys, I have missed this so much. So much. Even though I get so nervous, I've missed hanging out with some really awesome people and diamond painting. So much. There were many times when I would look at my diamond painting stuff and be like, oh, I so want to do that. I don't want to study today. I don't care about communications. I don't care about science. I just want my DP. So other than school, not too much has been going on here. Oh, just kind of living the dream. Trying to get school done as much as possible. My biggest fear is that I'm going to run out of funds before I finish school. I mean, I did get grants and loans, but that doesn't nearly cover what I need. Come on, phone. Don't be a bonehead. Here we go. Let's go in there and figure out how to turn off the, I guess it's like a power setting to help save power. When you're not using your phone, it shuts off. This is the only reason why I even pull this phone back out, is so that I can have some idea what's going on in chat while I am on my my other cell phone filming. So, I mean, it looks like it does have a little bit of chat there, but it's actually hard to read with my diamond painting here. Okay, trying to get somewhere. JJ Space! Hello, hello! Mindy says, I'm already dreading starting. I'm already starting to dread the start of the new school year. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I think you're a teacher. Is that correct? I can't imagine being responsible for so many younger people in a room. Oh my gosh. Those children would just roll right over me. Jab, 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 jab. I remember the song, Rhonda. I don't remember the cartoon, but I do remember the little song. Amy says, I never sleep for long, and I have had so much fun meeting everyone. Well, it's been awesome to have you with us, Amy. Go get some Z's, and we'll catch you the next time around. Tia says, be right back. Justin and I are going to grab a quick bite to eat, and we'll be listening in the background. Nice. You do that, Tia. Grab some food, and chill and relax. I love how you have a co-host. That is so cute. That is so awesome. I love watching your shows. You're awesome. You always have such a positive attitude, and it's so wonderful and refreshing to see. I love that. Mindy's Diamond Moment says it's my last year, Rachel. Okay. Oh, we have Jeremy with us. Hello, hello. If I've already said hello to you, then I'm sorry. I know I was thinking it a moment ago, and wasn't sure. Pippa Brown, hello, hello. Quick drop in before I head into work. Okay. I hope you have a great day at work. I hope it goes smooth and fast. We have Linda Womack. Hello, hello. She says, I rescued a deer-head chihuahua 3 years ago. Plus I have 2 rehomed cockatiels and a parakeet and a pom who lived to 17 years old. She was so loving. Aww. Well, Linda, that's awesome. My little Gabe was so loving. Oh. He was my little snuggle bug. Mickey's my little snuggle bug now. He likes to cuddle. Oh boy, does that dog love to cuddle. And he loves his belly rubs. It's always a belly rub. Belly rub before anything. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that one, Linda. That's awesome. It was a Goofy Shark cartoon. Now you've really got me curious, Rhonda. I'm gonna have to Google that later, and then I'll be singing the Jib Jab song. Jeremy says, please smash that like button for the Show the host some love. Thank you, Jeremy. And please do, if you got a moment, you can just go out of the chat and just touch the thumbs up button, and then you can come right back in and have more fun. Alright, what did I do with that one? There it is. Oh, yoy. Sulfur brushes, we have started to work our way back home. Well, safe travels to you. Rachel says, last time teaching about fall. Last time enjoying Christmas with the littles. If I started thinking that way, I would be in tears. Aww. Mindy's last year, she said 22 years. That's awesome. Rhonda says, check out Sherry's charity when you have a chance. Animal Protectors of Allegheny Valley. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate your help. Diamond Art Addiction says, came back from packing to say hello. What are you packing? Are you moving? I'm curious. Last time with dealing any angry children, last time having to worry about everything. Aww. Yay, JJ gave me hugs. Awesome. Love hugs. Linda says it was called Jabba Jaws. Okay. I said Jibber Jaws. Whoops. Mindy says, where does all this underwear come from? I take it you are doing laundry? Oh yes, Cindy, how is the tornado updates? Have you heard anything more? Are you still in your basement? Oh, ladies, I have to tell you something. I have got another addiction. Yes, I do. I remember when I had, I'd been in, I think it might have been Mrs. Coffee's, one of her lives, and somebody mentioned, what do they call it? Canvas minders, paper minders, and I didn't know what they were. Found out, and let me just say I have gotten 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, wait, 10, there's one more of these things from Donnie. Oh my god, I'm in absolute love. They're so many cute ones, and I absolutely loved with Caroline the teal paper minder that she had made herself. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's funny because the majority of mine are cartoon characters. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna laugh at me. Okay, so I guess this shows my personality, right? Okay, the movie Frozen. First of all, I don't have kids. Always wanted them, but it never happened. I remember somebody had mentioned the movie Frozen to me, and I'm like, what is that? So they explain it's a Disney movie. Eventually, I think I finally did get to see it, and when I saw it, I fell in love with it. So I've got, if you can see these, maybe better if I stick it in my hand. Maybe if I turn off the light. There we go. That's one of them. And then here's the sister. And of course, I had to get both canvases from Diamond Art Club. Whoops! Look at that. Sisterly love. Got that. And then aha. I wanted all of the characters. And I thought that would be so cute. Awesome. Awesome. My favorite, all-time favorite Disney movie, Little Mermaid. Oh, and I forget her little buddy's name. Oh, I forget his name. I remembered it the other day. And it eludes my memory right now. Flounder. That's it. Flounder. And then, whoops. That one doesn't want to be on camera. This really absolutely gorgeous blue. Almost looks like a outer space. And then another sparkly, like a tealish blue color. Whoops, that one's on the floor. Really didn't want to be on camera. And then the last one that I have is from, oh gosh, oh, I'm having a brain fart. I don't know if you can see that. It says Through the Looking Glass. Alice in Wonderland. Is that it? Or was it? I get Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz mixed up in my head sometimes. I thought that was really cute. There, enough of showing my toys. Like a little kid. Look at the new toy I got. Check this out. Check this out. Shawana, there you go. She's Flounder. Oh, I see what you're talking about. My notifications. Whoops. I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn them off. Stop it. Oh, I feel so silly now. Ladies, I'm sorry. Gosh, you don't need to see all that stuff coming across. I'm so sorry. Oh, looks like JJ Space got it. Jennifer's Creation Wall. Cindy's Traveling Crafts. Shannon D. Laura Law. Shawana. I lobster, but never flounder. Yes, Alice in Wonderland. I'm so glad you guys keep me in check. It's awesome. Love it. Be a blubbering idiot in the corner crying. No, not that bad. Oh, and I have one more thing to show you guys. This is the pen that Rachel Ray had given me. And I love it. Love it. I love how sparkly it is. And it just, I don't know, it feels comfortable in my hand. So what have I missed since I've been away? Diamond Painting Dreamer says, are you part of DP-a-thon? Yes. Yes, I am. Amy says, oh, pretty pen. Rhonda says, it's fun to answer trivia questions. I agree 100%. I like it when it gets my mind going, you know, like start thinking. And then you get to the point where it's like, it drives you absolutely insane. You cannot think of the answer, so you Google it. Isn't Google such a wonderful thing? I mean, oh my gosh, I remember where I used to work when I was younger. I was in a factory, and we would do that. We would like try to stump each other. And then it's like when none of us could think of what the answer was, we were just like, oh man, that's driving me nuts. You know, days would go by, and it's like, did you think of it? No. Still, I can't remember what it is or whatever. I just remember that. But it's so nice that Google's available. You know, you don't have to go for days racking your brain trying to remember some pointless trivia question. Odd But Nice says, is the next one going to be the last stop? Yes. Yes, it will be. I believe she's on from 5 to 7. She's from 7 till 9, I believe. And that was Diamond Art Addiction. Notices, and if I don't know, someone else usually does, and then I learn something new. That's so awesome. I love learning new things. Just, I don't know, feels good. Rhonda said Sherry. Oh, her name's Sherry as well. Okay. Or is it cherry as in the fruit? Just, yeah, yuppers, and the last one, I go from 7 to 9. Sorry, ladies, I'm dealing with something right now. Oh, that's okay, honey. You take care of what you need to take care of before you go on. We're doing A-okay. Having a grand old time. So how is everybody liking summer so far? Has anyone taken a vacation, gone somewhere, is planning to do so? Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, I am not going to get mine finished today. What are you working on? Jennifer's Creation Walls is going to eat some dinner, but we'll be listening. Okay, no problem, Jen. Rhonda says it's too hot. I agree. It's been hot. If we don't get rain and tons of it, then we get lots of sun. It seems like this summer, so lots of heat, humidity, but it's summer. So I remember when I was younger, I would love a summer like this one with lots of sun and heat. I basically lived at the pool, at the public pool when I was younger. I loved it. I loved swimming. It's great. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to say this. Worlds Away. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Isn't that a Diamond Art Company canvas painting? I think that's where I've seen that name before. Tracy says, I'm leaving on Friday to visit my brother and his family. My niece and I have plans. She wants to learn how to DP. Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. Bring your niece into the addiction. It's so much fun and it's relaxing. Cindy says, smash that like button for our host. Thank you very much, Cindy. I appreciate it. Please do. If you don't do it now, then before you leave, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Sorry it wasn't your cup of tea. But it is what it is. Either way, I appreciate it. Laura said 8 inches of snow yesterday. Oh, please. Oh, who had 8 inches of snow yesterday? I certainly know that wasn't Florida. Unless they made fake snow for the kids. I've heard of them doing that. Bringing out a snow machine and make a bunch of snow and let the kids roll around and play in it. Carla says, I have an obsession with Olaf. I love that little snowman so much. He's so cute. Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, I was trying to finish by the end of marathons. How far do you have to go? Do you have a whole bunch to go? Would it be just nice if we could say, hey, you know what? Let's go over to her house and let's help her finish her diamond painting. Kind of like back in the old days when women had like quilter's bees. You know, they'd go and they'd help someone finish their quilts. Sorry, I'm a quilter. Well, I haven't been for a while. I used to enjoy making quilts a lot. And it seems that diamond painting has taken over that obsession for me. I tend to get, I don't know, more relaxation, more enjoyment from making a diamond painting right now than so much so for a quilt. I was working on my friend's quilt for her father. I don't know if it was just all the sadness, because I could feel her grief, you know. I'm working with shirts for her father, so I was going to make a quilt out of his flannel shirts. And I don't know, just like my heart broke every time I pulled it out and worked on it. I don't know. I just couldn't seem to get the gumption to finish it. I mean, the top's finished. It's about maybe a quarter of the way quilted. And then just that and a bunch of craziness happened in my life. So, but hopefully that's all over. Things are great now. So, I know one day soon I'm going to have to pull that out, finally finish it. And she's such a caring woman. She said she understands. You know, I feel terrible because I can't finish it. But it will get done. Absolutely 100%. I was waiting for you to read that. Laura, you're so funny. Sofa will brush this back from the bathroom. Rhonda says, I need to make a spreadsheet of everyone's channel names and their real names. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, is that going to pop up on this phone? No. One of my game notifications popped up on my old phone. Okay. Yeah, Rhonda, that would be awesome. And it seems like the Excel is really a nice program. You know, but it's just, I was trying to think of different ways that I can use it. I mean, I know basics of it, but I don't know exactly what I want it to do, and I don't know if it can do what I was thinking. So that's when I get time. I just have to monkey around in there. It's the only way I'm really going to get proficient with it is by using it, so I should do that now while it's freshen my brain. Oh, come on, phone. Sometimes I wish I had children, because then I would know more about electronics, or I'd always have someone that I can rely on, you know, to answer a question that I might have about them, offer solutions when, you know, like things like my notifications pop through on my live chat. That was one of the things that I miss about not having a significant other with me. But that'll happen in time. I'm not really worried about that right now anyway, so. Yeah, my like plans for the near but not so near future, talking like 2 to 3 years down the line here, is to graduate from class or from school, be able to find a job as a human resources specialist, and possibly moving away from Pennsylvania. I've always wanted to experience what it would be like to live in a different city, or not so much city, but different state. I've never been anywhere west of Ohio, so I thought, you know what? Nothing holding me down. I can pretty much look anywhere I want to for work. As long as I can take my doggy with me, I'm good to go. So that is my plan. Oh, I'm lost now, sorry. Rachel says, I'm sorry ladies, I have to drop out. Sherry, I wish I could make one of your lives, maybe after this week. I hope you all have an awesome evening. Oh, thank you, Rachel, for stopping by. I hope you have an awesome evening as well. Get some rest. Lots and lots of rest. I know there was another. Here we go. I hate it when the symbols and letters or whatever, they hide from you. You go to get that one diamond, you get ready for it, it's not there. They run and they hide. Socks and underwear done. Nice, Mindy. That's awesome. Those are the things I usually save till the end, because I know that I can knock them off quickly. So I try to fold all the bigger stuff. Fold out, get it out of the way, hang it up, whatever I have to do. And then work on my pile of socks and underwear. Oh, I really didn't want to do more W, but since I just poured more in here, I'm going to work on that. What's funny, the other day, I was watching videos, not so much watching, but more listening to videos and DPing. And it was nice because I got to, like, just be in my head, no worries, you know, listening to the TV, letting my thoughts just go on. And at one point, it was funny, I got to the area that I was working on, and I finished all of the particular symbol that I was working on. And it was just like, wow, wait, I did all that? Have you ever had a moment like that? You're just like, whoa, wait a minute, I seriously did that? Just awesome. I had to share that with you guys. Rhonda says, my trouble is when the person's name isn't in the channel name. Oh, I know what you mean. I get confused too. And there's a lot of newer people. I just found out. Who was it? Oh, I can't remember the name now. Oh, darn it. That's why it'll come to me eventually. It just says I have so many lists on Excel. I'm gonna have to email you or message you what I'm thinking of doing, because I can't even begin to try to explain it right now. I just confuse myself. It happens quite frequently. Brenda says you can come to Baton Rouge. Oh, nice. Never was there. Never got to go to Louisiana. I've been up and down the whole East Coast, with the exception of Rhode Island. Never got a chance to go there. And I think oh, New Jersey. Drove through New Jersey, but I didn't get to see the coast. Ah! Man down. Lost the drill. It's okay. I'll get another. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the coast from New Jersey, but pretty much along the East Coast. Never got far west or southwest than parts of Florida. I think it was the Gulf. My aunt and I had stayed in Tampa, Florida. So that's the furthest southwest that I've gone. The only country that I ever visited was Canada. And then I went to the Bahamas when I was younger, and then on part of my honeymoon. That was cool. I mean, it was very interesting to take the boat and get there and then see the gorgeous blue water. Loved it. We had stingrays that actually swam with us, like the day that we got there, because I used to love the ocean. Absolutely, I love sea life. I wanted to be a marine biologist, just to learn about, sea life and stuff, and that never worked out. But I've always had a love for the sea and the animals within the sea. I think there's an aquarium in Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Zoo. I've gone there quite a few times. And they have this just amazing big aquarium with like the big sharks and all of the gorgeous fish. And then turtles. I love turtles. They're so cute. They just swim around. It's so awesome. See little feet go. Sorry guys, I'm just an animal person. What can I say? Love me some animals. Let's get back here now. Where was I? Trista's tiny tech support. I love it. I need me some tiny tech support. That's so cute. Aw. Mandy says, but your children get tired of helping. No, but you know what? You could always bribe them. Hey, I'll give you $5 if you come over here and help me figure this out. Laura says nice purples in that painting. Thank you. I do like the purples and the pinks. Some of the greens. I have a soft spot for the color sage. I like me some light greens. Light greens and purples. Gorgeous. Mindy says, I have that in special drills. That's cool. Amy says, what painting is that, Sherry? I can see the symbol so clearly. You know what, actually, Amy, this is one that I got from, I think it was eBay, when I first started diamond painting. And it was one of the cheaper ones, where they come in like they have the clear cover and they come like wrapped up in the little bags. I think New Frog sells those, the kind that I'm thinking of. But I bought it off of eBay and I'm happy with it. I have no complaints whatsoever. I've been going along quite smoothly, except for operator error from here and time again. Uh-oh, we got a snafu here. Where was I? Where'd this go? All my apps are in different areas on this phone. Mindy says maybe I'll get to do it someday. You will. I have faith in you, girl. You can do it. Cindy says, I don't like being in my head. It scares the heck out of me. Some days, let me tell you, some of the stories that I concoct in my brain, I'm just like, wow, how did I get from here to there? Laura says, medical waste, you're not missing much in New Jersey. I've heard that. Didn't they have that movie where it was from New Jersey and this guy is born out of like the medical waste? They had like one of those barrels and he was all green. Oh, I remember being young and seeing that come on the TV and it just seemed like it was so hokey. Amy Davis says, I can never swim with stingrays now. Not after Steve Irwin. Actually, Amy, that was before. That was before the whole Steve Irwin deal. And I didn't know what they were at first. So the whole time I'm in the water, I'm telling myself, okay, I hear them splashing, but I know it can't be a shark. It's not going to be a shark because it's too warm. And then I think one of them actually got enough momentum that it got out of the water and it opened up its like wings, I guess. And I thought, oh my gosh, it looks like a bat. And it was like, oh dummy, it's a stingray. And they were just real little ones. So, and they were probably about maybe 50 feet away. And I just kept thinking, if they come closer, I'll just move. They're probably more curious of, what we were than anything. Oh, I better watch the time. Is it really almost 6:15? Holy smokes, time is flying. What is this, bribe with cookies? Jenner says, I bribe with Cheez-Its. I love you girls. Oh, that was one thing that I'd missed too. My ex-husband's sister had 3 children. So like the niece and the nephews would always come over, and it was so cool to hang out with them. And what's funny is because I couldn't figure out how to get the emojis on my tablet. And then I remembered my niece when she was real little. Gosh, I don't even think she might have been in grade school. No, it was more likely middle school. But I remember her coming over to me the one time and showing me how she made a heart with the letters, or with what's on the keyboard. And it was like, ooh, I remember how to make a heart. Oh, but Nice says, I feel the same way, Amy. That was too tragic. I tell you what, when that whole thing that happened to Steve Irwin, I used to watch him, and I thought he was so cool. I mean, crazy, but cool. Like, I'm not gonna mess with a poisonous snake, one bite, and I'm gonna. No. I don't care how gorgeous it is. No way. But it was just like, I couldn't turn my eyes away. I loved that show. And I thought he was so cool because, he got to work with all the animals. And then when that happened, I thought it was a sick joke. I'm like, this can't be real. No, this doesn't happen to people. And then found out, what happened actually did happen. It was just like, oh, man. Okay, Mindy. You get some dinner? That sounds good. Pippa says, I've had a tea and some breakfast. Now on work. Have a great day at work, Pippa. Amy says, oh wow, sometimes those cheap ones turn out so well. Oh, I just bought some new frogs recently. Didn't New Frog change to like CES deals or something like that? Because I think, within the past 2 weeks, I think I placed an order, but I can't remember what I got. I don't know, when I'm flipping through, I'll get emails or whatever, we've got this sale going, check this out or whatever. I'm always like, okay, let me go check it out. And then I find that my little shopping cart has like 12 things in it, and the next thing I know, it's got 20, and it's like, holy crap. You just see those paintings, and it's like what Tia said earlier in her live, that it like calls to you. Just something about that painting that you're just like, oh, I gotta have it. So I think I was getting either Christmas present from my brother that I was thinking about doing for him. And then a few things caught my eye, and it's like, well, I really don't need this. I have too many of these, even though I love this painting. I played that game with myself, like, okay, I'll take this if you give me this. Like a fish game. Pippa says, my husband would kill me if I tried to avoid it. He joins me and drives me in. Aw, that's so sweet. Jennifer's Creations Wall's back. Welcome back, Jennifer. Diamond Art Addiction said, someone say Cheez-Its? That's too cute. Jennifer from DP Addiction Adventure says, we used to spell boob on our calculators at school. I remember that, or hell, and just being like, oh my god, can't let the teacher see this. I remember those days. Amy says his son Robert Irwin is like 14 now, and the whole family is doing a new show. His son is just like his daddy. I think he was on Jimmy Fallon. It was either Jimmy Fallon or the fellow that's after him. Sean somebody. Oh, I forgot his name. One of those had his, Steve Irwin's son on there. And I was just like, wow. He looks like a younger version of his dad. And it amazed me because he shows, if not more, emotion or just as much emotion that Steve had. And it's just, I don't know, it's so cool to see that because it's great. I know they had a show about his sister, what's her name, Bindi? I think they had a show with her for a while there. And I think it was more kids related, and that's why I never really watched it. Pippa says, yes, New Frog is CES deals. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Pippa. And thank you, Trish. Pippa says, Robert was so funny on Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, it was. It's hilarious. It's so cool. I liked I liked the fact that Jimmy Fallon's just like, no, what am I, what and he's freaking out because he's afraid of everything, it seems. It's so cute. Cindy B. Hey, Cindy B. She says, I like to see CES deals snack size paintings for a change. I agree with you. I like them. Is like, oh, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I like them because they usually go quick. And it's like, I don't know, it's not as, I don't want to say difficult. Not even challenging. No, I don't want to say that. Then like the bigger diamond paintings that feel like they're going to take forever and never, ever, ever be finished. Where the snack size ones, you kind of, I don't know, it just seems like they're faster and just, like a change of pace. That's what I want to say. Their change of pace. Rhonda says, I put everything in the cart, then narrow down what I really want. That's what I do too. When I'm like, okay, I'm gonna limit myself. I can only get 3 paintings at this point. What 3 am I gonna get? So then I play the game, but I really like this one, but this one calls to me more than this one. Maybe it's just that I'm a very strange individual. Oh, Amy, when you talk about Kevin Hart being on the Jimmy Fallon show, have you ever seen the one where, I think it was around Halloween, where they go into like one of those scare house things, and just watching both of their reactions, I literally died. I died laughing. It was so funny. And then I think I watched it like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, all right, enough. I've got to move on. Oh wait, I'm confused. I won an AeroPress for saying that as a quote on the pic. Okay, I'm lost. Caption the kind of thing. Caption this kind of thing. Trish says, I used to watch their new show. Are you talking about the Irwins, Trish? Yvonne says he's always on Fallon. He's a photographer too. Kevin Hart's a photographer? Or Jimmy Fallon? She says that was really funny. Was Robert Irwin with Jimmy Fallon and Kevin Hart. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. That sounds like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would be so much fun to watch. Pippa says Bindi just got engaged. I thought I had seen something or heard something on the radio about Bindi. Maybe that's why I remembered her name so easily. That's cool. My God, she's engaged. It makes me feel old. Oh, Amy says, yeah, Bindi had a show for a while. But this is actually a new show at their wildlife reserve. Oh, sweet. That'd be cool. Just as my recent ex was a big Steve Irwin fan. I just remember just sitting there and just watching his shows and just totally enthralled. Like, I can't believe this guy is doing this. Jen says, I don't think I'm going to get these 2 sections done on this painting. I want this painting done. I feel your pain, Jen. I feel ya. I want to finish this one so I can finish Supernatural one. Ooh, how did that one turn out? Because I remember you were working on it. I remember for a while you were talking about the Supernatural one. And then you got it. And then I started seeing you working on it. And I didn't know what happened. That's really cool. I like that Supernatural painting, Jen. It's awesome. She says you're not strange. I do that a lot. That makes me feel good to know that I'm not as crazy as I think I am. Because sometimes I wonder, you know, it's like, okay, does everyone do this kind of thing? Does everyone get like lost in their brain and come up with these like weird scenarios? And I look at it this way. I had a teacher, I don't remember what grade I was in, but I remember them saying, don't ever lose your imagination. She says that so many people grow up and they lose their imagination, they lose their idea of fun and what's fun. They lose that. And that's one thing that I've always tried to remember, is no matter how much, or my ex used to tell me that I was goofy. Oh, you're goofy. Because I'd come up, with things, and I would tell him funny stories and stuff, and say, oh, you're goofy. And I just told him, I remember saying to him, well, you have no imagination. I'm thinking, because that's all I'm doing is using my imagination. I'm using my imagination, like my teacher told me to do. I'm one of those kids that follow the instructions. Oh, it's so great to know that, I'm not alone. Oh, thank you, Cindy. She says smash that like button for our lovely host. Thank you so much. Pippa says, I won a coffee brewer for a caption competition for a coffee shop. Oh, that's so cool. Nice, Pippa. Excellent job. Nice. Yvonne says, Robert is a photographer. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Nice. That would be a fun job. Just keep me away from the poisonous snakes. Yvonne says, Yvonne, I don't know if I said hello to you. If I didn't, I'm sorry, and hello. You can catch the Irwin family on YouTube also. Oh, really? Oh, I'm definitely going to have to look that up. Absolutely. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. I still have the throat problem that I had before. The doctor's still saying that it's acid reflux. And I'm still taking the medication. So they want to see me, I think the beginning of this month I went to see them for my 1 month follow-up or something. Because they increased the the acid reflux medicine. And they still want to see how that works. And I've noticed if I do a lot of talking, my voice gets scratchy and I feel like I'm going to cough a lot. So I'm sorry for that. Diamond Art Addiction says, y'all, I'm going to jump off so I can set up and ready to start. Half an hour. Awesome live share. Enjoyed listening while I packed. Awesome. And oh my gosh, I'm brain dead. Awesome, Sherry. I don't know if I'm saying it right, Cherry or Sherry, but I will be watching your live and you will do fantastic. Thank you for hanging out with me. She gives us rainbows and squirrels. Trish says that you're just creative. That's what I'd like to think it is. It's creativity. I know when I was younger, I used to love to write stories. Like I would just come up with stories, you know, and I've always wanted to write a book someday, but I don't think I have the what word am I thinking of here? I don't have the ability to sit still and actually write. Like, I wouldn't be able to devote myself to, like, okay, today I'm going to write 6 hours, or today I'm going to write 2 hours. Because if I feel like, if I force it on myself, then it's like, I don't want to do it. It isn't fun anymore. But if it's spur of the moment kind of thing, then it's like, yeah, it's fun. I don't know if that makes any sense. And he says, don't be afraid to be a kid, no matter how old you are. Nice. Nice, I like that. One must always keep our child self, always. I agree. It helps you to, I think, see things in a different light, or see things from like another perspective. I think that your child self aids in those abilities. Yvonne says you did. Hello again. I'm sorry. Odd but nice says see you soon. Sherry or Cherry? Trish says lay on your left at lay on your left side at night when you sleep. Is that supposed to help with creativity? I never heard that one. Wait, I see brain teasers. I'm sorry, Pippa. Check out my stream for some brain teasers. I didn't think you'd wake in time for my live. Now, Pippa, you know I'm going to have to check it out. You just said brain teasers. I just have to check it out. Tracy says, I had that same problem. The more you talk, the more you need to cough. I hope they get your meds fixed for you soon. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. I know when I first started having the trouble, I was actually hoarse for a while, like really hoarse. And they kept asking me, well, you know, does your belly feel upset? I'm like, no. And I forget what they said, because I thought, I went to see my stomach doctor, and I thought that I was coming down with, like, bronchitis, although I didn't have the cough. I mean, I'd have the cough, like, when my throat got, like, really dry. And so I went to see my stomach doctor, and she's like, well, you know, you sound a little hoarse. I said, yeah, I think I might be coming down with bronchitis or cold or something. And she looked at me, and she's like, that's not a virus. She says, that's from acid reflux. And I said, are you serious? How can you tell? And she says, yeah, She's the one that put me on the stomach medication, or the acid reflux medication. And then it didn't work. And then I had to go see an ear, nose, and throat specialist. Saw them, they increased the medicine, went back to see them, and they said, okay, it looks like the medicine's working, let's just leave it as it is right now. Okay. Come back in like a couple months or whatever. Alrighty then. Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, isn't that why we buy DAC princesses? Yes, we are indulging our little one inside us. Trish says, carry a notepad with you when you get an idea, write it down in your notebook. So many people have told me to do that. I know I need to. But I figure, you know what? If it's meant to happen, if I'm meant to write a book, it'll happen. If it's not meant to happen, I'm cool with that too. Yvonne says, yep, left side aids digestion. Oh, I did not know that. Huh, thank you. Trish says, no, with your reflux. Okay, so it doesn't help with creativity with the reflux. Oh, that's cool. Amy says, Amy loves Pippa's brain teasers. Oh, that's cool. I gotta check it out. I totally do. Trish says, I have reflux issues. They suck. When I think I was 18, 18 years old, my mom always had heart problems. And I always had somewhat of a heart problem. So one day, I have this shooting horrible pain in my chest. And I tell my mom, Mom, I don't feel right. Something's not right. So I went to the ER, and they said that, you know, they thought it was heartburn. And I'm like, what's heartburn? That doesn't sound good from, you know, the beginning. Then they explained what it was to me, and they gave me this. They called it magic swizzle or magic swish or something. And it was like the stuff that had, I think it was lidocaine in it, and you drank it. Tasted horrible, but it worked. It got the heartburn to stop. And I was like, can I buy this stuff in a bottle? And they're like, no, you have to have a special prescription for it. I'm like, oh, darn. Because that was so awesome. I don't know if it's something they just don't do anymore, because nobody's ever mentioned it. And I just now remember what the name was. Amy says, I get all hoarse when I talk too. I never knew it could be reflex. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? Rhonda says, I am terrible at riddles. Me too, but I like the fact that they get me thinking. And another thing that I'm absolutely terrible with, but yet I find myself drawn to them, is anything that like scrambles words. When I initially look at those, I want to read the letters as they are, even though I know they make no sense. It's like I can't get past of reading left to right, or just trying to like, change the letters in my mind. It's like, nope, my brain's like, nope, right to left. That's how you read it. So I sometimes have a hard time with them. But I like that it's a challenge, you know what I mean? Get you thinking in a different way than you're normally used to. Yvonne says, or is it a form of asthma? I don't think so. Yvonne, I don't have any trouble breathing. I don't feel like I'm short of breath. Oh, it's Crafting with Mrs. Crochet. Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Tracy says the reflux actually eats at your vocal cords. Now, I know when I went to see the ear, nose, and throat doctor, they put a camera down my throat up my nose and down my throat while I was there awake. When they were talking about doing it, I'm like, oh, am I going to have medicine to put me to sleep? And he's like, no, we're just going to do it right here, right now. And I'm like, wait a minute. When I had an endoscopy, they put me to sleep. So I got scared. I'm like, oh, great, this is going to hurt. This is going to be terrible. And it was nothing. I mean, it was a little bit uncomfortable having the thing go through my nasal passage. But once they got it down into my throat, it was fine. And it was neat because I was afraid to look. They had the camera like right there. And he says, do you want to see your vocal cords? And I'm like, okay. So he helps me to turn with this, camera that's down my throat. I get to see the thing. And I remember him saying, say ah. And I remember how hard it was to say ah with this like thing in my throat. But I managed to do it, and I watched my vocal cords. And it was so cool. But they said that they don't see any type of erosion in my throat. My throat looks healthy and it looks fine. He could see irritation in my throat. And that's when they said to let's get you on this or increase this medication. So, and that's what they did. And I've noticed too, like, if I'm downstairs, and a lot of neighbors are out, and I'll talk to my neighbors, I'll notice that I'll get like this. It feels like I'm going to cough up a lung because my throat feels so dry. And then it gets better. It'll get better when I stop talking. DP Addiction Adventures with Jennifer says, my mom had something similar. In the end, she had too narrow of esophagus and is on acid reflux. They tried to expand her throat, but it didn't work. You know what's funny, Jen, is that I forget how it came about, because I have diverticulosis. I have little pockets in my intestine that can become inflamed or infected. So I have to like watch certain things that I eat. And that was I call her my stomach doctor. I really don't want to say my intestine doctor. My gastro doctor. She's the one that noticed that my throat was, that it was acid reflux. I know when I think I had my last endoscopy. No, the one prior to the one I just had. I told them that it felt like if I ate rice or bread, it felt like it was sticking in my throat. Like I couldn't get it past my gag thing, I guess, to swallow it down. And, sometimes the thought of even eating food just made me nauseous. And they said, okay, when they noticed everything was fine at that point, excuse me, they said that they were going to try to open my throat. So I guess they took something in there and they opened my passage. Excuse me. And then I didn't have any problems after that eating or swallowing. And then recently, whenever I had the what I thought was bronchitis, I started noticing that it was getting difficult to eat bread again. Bread or rice, anything heavy like that. It just felt like it was sticking in my throat and it was hard to swallow. So, but they said they checked my throat, everything looks good. So, I don't know. Amy says I might have to look into that. Sometimes when I'm talking, I literally lose my voice. It's annoying, isn't it? And then you get all squeaky, and then people start making fun of you, and they're like, why you sound so squeaky? Rhonda says, note section. Oh, sorry, Amy. I just hate going to the doctor so much. I hear you. I do too. Rhonda says, note section on smartphone. I do. Oh my gosh, Rhonda, if you would look at my phone, I'd be so embarrassed right now because I probably have like 200 notes in that. Excuse me. Yvonne says, do you wake up coughing and gasping for air? No, not so much gasping for air. What it feels like, okay, like if you ever had like a really bad cold, and you're not even so much a cold, maybe like your sinuses. Have you ever had your sinuses like drain into your throat? It kind of sort of feels like that, but it feels like it's covering my voice box. And I feel like I'm almost like okay, like if you don't cough when you have to cough, how that feeling, it feels like you're just not going to be able to breathe. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like I'm being choked by my sinus gunk. That's what it feels like. And then I told the doctor, it feels like I've got like, sinus or whatever, or something in the back of my throat that I can't get clear. And then he said, well, it's you doing that and you coughing that's making it worse. He said it could be acid reflux and you might have draining sinuses. He says, but you can't, he said, try not to cough so much and try not to cough and, clear my throat. Because, ever since I was little, I remember my dad yelling at me because he'd ask me a question or something. And I remember my throat would bother me and I'd have to go like I always do to clear my throat. And he says, what is that? Are you growling at me? Are you trying to growl at me? And it's like, I didn't know how to explain to him that if I didn't do that, it felt like I was going to choke and not be able to breathe. So there's times when at night I wake myself up because I can hear myself clearing my throat, and it scares me because it's like, okay, what if I don't do that and the snot does like suffocate me? Like I said, me and my brain, my thoughts. Oh no, I just lost the chat again. Hang on, guys. And I seriously have got to look into how to get my notices not to come up. Oh, goodness. Once again, I am not tech savvy. Oh, well. Let's see. I have GERD too, and it's the worst. Everything I eat, I can't see. Everything I ate came right back up. Oh my gosh, Linda, that's horrible. I've had those days where, like, you eat something and then you go to pick something up and it almost feels like your food's gonna come out. I've had that feeling before, like it's coming up. And I never knew what that was, and then people in my family would say, it's just heartburn, it's fine, just take some Tums, you'll be okay. And that's what I would do. I would take the Tums and then I'd stop. 10 minutes to go, potty break, refresh your drinks, and get set for the final sprint to... Okay, ladies. Yeah, I guess it is the last 10 minutes. So if you guys want to head out now, that's fine. If you need to go and refresh your drinks and everything. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me ramble on and do a little diamond painting here. It was so great to get back into the swing of things here, Yeah, thank you so much for spending time with me. It was awesome. Oh, good gravy. Oh, still eating dinner and working on my whip. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. I had no problems. I had lots of fun hosting. It was great. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. You folks were awesome. Oh yes, Carla, thank you. Thank you, all my moderators. Thank you so much for your help. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you. Oops. Oh, I forgot about my squeaky chair. Abonai says it's really fun. I love you too. Aww. Thank you again, guys. It's amazing to me just how, when I finally get comfortable talking, it's amazing to me how fast the time flies. Like, I'll be talking about something and it'll feel like 5 minutes pass by. Meanwhile, like, 45 minutes pass by and it's like, wow. Why can't time go that fast when I'm working? Why can't, like, a day at work feel like 5 minutes, but all your free time feel like a million years? You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Amy. I'm sorry. I can't seem to get texting back onto my phone here, so thank you guys so much. I had an awesome, awesome time. You are fantastic. Okay, folks, I think I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna grab myself a drink. Get an opportunity to stop talking. I had a great time. Thank you so much, and head over to excuse me, Diamond Art Addiction. And I hope to see you guys over there. Have a great night. Thank you so much.